Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Zach Wilson and the New York Jets.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the New York Jets and the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis and Club. Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute gone by in the first quarter. Cousins now to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 30, 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins.
This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. And he's got it. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
from 17 yards out.
And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarter.
A big early 3rd down here for this defense as they look to hold on and force a field goal try. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coming up here, this defense looking for a third down stop in the second quarter. Here's Wilson to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Wilson.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys have now moved out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come, and keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Vikings are an extra point away now from moving out in front.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
First down, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
Cousins. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus of the whole
that's
thing.
true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. So here's the situation upcoming. 2nd quarter, 3rd down, and this defense just trying to force the field goal attempt. To throw again is Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? Cousins now. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 34 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show.
A 3rd down situation coming up in the 3rd quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that 3rd down into 4th. Wilson. And he's unable to haul it in. This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Now Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. And that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their side.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on 4th. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt.
No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Fourth down. Here's Wilson.
And that's complete to Davis.
Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a...
We all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there, and the outcome's in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, how about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Minnesota, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.